Hi, Chris. As you know, this is the time for your performance appraisal, and what I do is every year I conduct this with every employee. It's an opportunity to review your performance over the past year and a time to look at some future opportunities as well. So what I'd like to do is initially target some critical areas that I've identified, and then toward the end open it up for any questions that you might have.
Okay. I probably will have some questions.
Okay, that sounds fine. Let's start with some of the strengths that I've identified. Basically, there are 3 that I've targeted that I think you really do nice work with. The first is you handle the general transactions that people come into the bank for, the deposits and withdrawals, very nicely. You don't seem to be needing assistance, and you do it without errors. So I congratulate you on that. The second area is you do a nice job explaining the savings products that we have, the various money market accounts and the CDs. You explain them nicely to the customers or potential customers. And the third area is your general attitude toward the job is quite positive. And in general, with only being here for a year, I'm really quite impressed with your abilities.
Well, thanks. I try really hard, and I really enjoy working here. I think that helps. My coworkers are a joy to work with. They make it easy.
Well, I'm glad. Let's take a look at some continuous improvement ideas. One area that I've rated you average in is in organizational abilities. At times you seem a bit disorganized.
Well, I just try to do so much. I don't really take the time to keep things organized, and I try to keep my papers and everything straight, but I really feel like the focus should be on servicing our customer.
Okay, I understand that, but I still think some improvement is needed here.
Well, I've always had this problem, and frankly, I'd rather focus on our customer.
Okay, let's continue on. The second area that I've identified is with cross-selling. It's a high priority for our business to sell our existing customers more products, and what we like to do is set a target. And as you know, when we met, when you started, we have a goal of selling existing customers 10 IRAs, to have that goal, 10 new IRAs a year. And what I see is that you have 5 that you opened during the course of last year. I'd really like to see that up to par next year.
I know I've kind of failed in that area, but sometimes it's so hard. I feel awkward mentioning it. I just want to be friendly with our customer. I don't want to offend anyone. Overall, I feel that I really do service our customer effectively.
You do. You definitely do. I'd still like to see some more cross-selling. The third area that I've identified for continuous improvement is bringing in new customers. For each associate, we set a goal of 10 new customers a year. And likewise, I see 5 new customers that you brought in last year. So I'd like to see that up to par next year as well.
That goal is practically impossible. All of my friends are already clients, and I don't know what else to do.
Okay, I understand. It really isn't criticism at all. As I mentioned, for only being here for a year, I really think you're doing a nice job.
So you think I'm doing well?
Basically, yes. You're making progress. I'm pleased. Now, do you have any questions of me?
No, it's basically what I expected. I mean, you're always telling me that I'm doing good, so.
But as I mentioned, there are some areas of improvement, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we're just about done here. But to wrap this up, I do need your signature on a form documenting that we had your performance appraisal. If you'll just sign over there.